Hello, everyone. It's Phil Jacobus again here with Healthcare Business News. And today I am joined by Wayne Kramer, who is the president of W7 Global. Wayne, thanks for joining us.
Hey Phil, good to be with you.
I guess I might start by pointing out that Wayne is second generation because his dad, Greg, was in the business for years ago. Just out of curiosity, how is your dad doing?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's having fun with the grandkids. We have four daughters, so he has lots of fun with the grandkids, and otherwise, I mean, just enjoying the fresh Indiana country air, I guess.
Right. So tell me, I know that the facility and W7 Global specializes, I know, in X-ray tubes for CT scanners and for cath labs. How has the pandemic impacted your business, both at the facility in Louisville, Kentucky, where your facility is, and in Indiana, where you live?
Sure. The pandemic, at first I thought maybe in medical will be kind of immune to this sort of thing. But when they did the elective procedure shutdowns, I think that had a major impact on sales for companies like me. I'm in the aftermarket space. I deal with a lot of independent service organizations. And it was a little bit of a trickle down effect that by April, May, we started to see definitely a slowdown in business as a result of the COVID. Of the products that we provide, CT definitely continued to be of some demand. Cath lab slowed down significantly, but we definitely, we stayed active. We had no furloughs, we had no layoffs, we had no relief packages. So I'm glad that we didn't have to go down that road. But definitely noticed a slowdown and an uptick in June. Actually, our sales in June are about 3 times of what they were in April. So I'm seeing an uptick, and that's definitely positive. I hope that trend will continue. In terms of the what we're doing to protect ourselves, we do a lot of work from home already, which has been beneficial from that standpoint. We encourage social distancing, of course. In the warehouse, we are taking some extra sanitation measures to clean the parts, clean the outsides of the containers of the X-ray tubes, just to make sure that everything's extra clean, extra sanitized, as a bit of an abundance of caution, you might say.
What about personally and the situation for people in Louisville and the situation for people in rural Indiana? Are grocery stores, do people wear masks? Are people worried? Are plans for the 4th of July curtailed? How's it going socially?
Yeah, so it's interesting because where I'm at, we're in southern Indiana, so I kind of deal with a tale of two states. Often we call Indiana the sunny side of Louisville, and really it was two different tales, two very different approaches. Indiana has been generally more relaxed. Right now, we're at 75% capacity in restaurants. Retail is open mostly. And I think here just the last day or so, they actually kind of scaled back. We were supposed to open everything July 4th, like completely open, 100%. They've actually moved that to July 17th, I believe. But it's still 75% capacity in restaurants, and movie theaters are going to open up, and parades and all that kind of stuff for the 4th of July is going to open up. Kentucky is a little bit different, where the warehouse is located. They've been a little stricter, where the restaurants are at 33% capacity, and masks are a little more mandatory. There's a Costco in Louisville that I go to a lot that it's a different experience for me because we're required to wear the masks there. And I'm not used to that, but I certainly understand it. So it's been interesting, but it's as far as grocery stores, everything being open, yeah, it's not been a huge impact. It has been open. People are, honestly split on the masks around here. I think I go into the grocery store, I see about maybe 50-50. Some are wearing them, some are not. But it's probably catching on more and more, especially as the outbreaks continue.
Now, getting back to business for a minute, I know that you have domestic clients and international clients. Do you
Right.
notice a difference in demand domestically, and do you notice a difference in demand internationally for CT tubes?
Yeah, the dichotomy has been interesting on both fronts. I'd say in the U.S., we've experienced really everywhere. We've experienced a general uh, lack of desire for people to spend anything more than they have to, which is always true, in general. But there's less strategic buying, I would say, than there has been in the past. Um, People are a little bit more careful with their budgets and their money. They're kind of holding on to things. They're being cautious. They're waiting to see what happens. And that doesn't stop. I mean, there's kind of two sides of my business. There's the strategic part where I'm supplying service companies for their future needs. They're buying for stock. And there's the other side that's an immediate need scenario. The immediate need scenario continues, especially as the elective procedures have come back online. The demand is starting to naturally go up. But the strategic side has definitely slowed down. So there's a lot less of that end of month rush kind of stuff happening than there used to.
Is that true internationally and domestically, or is it
Yeah,
more?
yeah, it is. In some ways, it's actually very similar. I've seen just the activity in general increasing. Places like China, for instance, went completely offline earlier on. I felt like maybe around March, April, China was completely offline, but they started coming back in May, June. They started coming back. So China's back. Europe is slowly coming back, but it's been similar. It's for me, it's been kind of similar. I noticed a slowdown on both sides and an uptick on both sides.
Okay, well, you fill an important niche and help to keep a lot of machines around the world and in the United States running. So keep up the good work, and it's great to talk to you. You're a hardworking and successful guy, and I miss seeing you at the shows because you're
Yeah.
always a pleasant, upbeat person. So thank you for joining us.